Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com, a 100% free service for smart investors and traders. All we ask in return, please refer a friend. Today is Monday. It's May 7th, 2012. We're going to be looking at the U.S. markets today, starting off with the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Intraday, we had a lot stronger reversal signals going on. But by the close of the day, which is when we actually start to analyze the candlestick, a lot of that strength had vanished. What we're looking at now is not a lot of strength at all. So I'm not going to be looking to go long in this market. And a couple things to point out here. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is the only one showing the hammer candlestick formation. However, it's a weaker hammer candlestick formation, and that is concerning for me. It could still be early. Somebody could be a buyer here with the stop set off the low. I'm not going to do that, but somebody could do this scenario here, being a buyer here, looking for confirmation the next day of a higher candlestick high than you had today. So you're looking for it to break out and give you confirmation. Now, at that point, you'd be a buyer with the stop set off this low. If that didn't happen, you just broke down, you of course wouldn't be a buyer there. The thing that I'm really concerned with here, and the reason why I'm not going to take this opportunity as a buy signal or an if and then scenario, is because of this. Earlier we talked about, you had this high point here, you pull back down, you test it again, you fail, you test it again, you fail, you come up here again, you test it again, you fail, you pull back down. I think you've got major resistance at this level, so being a buyer here looking for a move higher, I don't think you're going to get a lot of it. And I think the move to the upside would be short-lived, and in fact I would prefer to use that as a short opportunity, because I've not been actually able to successfully enter a short position on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. So if we do get a jump up here, I would be looking for a short opportunity. Anything that's a lower high than you've got here would be a short opportunity, and I would be looking for that to form, especially if I got something really concrete like a shooting star formation, something like that. We'll talk about it when it develops, but just something to keep an eye on. I'd be staying short in where I could. In other markets, I am already short and advancing my stops. But if we do get a jump to the upside, I will be looking for another short opportunity. Looking at the NASDAQ, today's low is 29.39, which is of course lower than this previous low here, 29.46. So you're getting a lower low than you had over here. You'll notice this is not a hammer candlestick formation, therefore not a true bottom. That's another thing that's concerning. Also, you've got this high point here that had a shooting star formation at that point, was telling you major resistance here. You sell off, you come up here, test it again, and you fail, giving another shooting star formation. All you did was move up here and hit a high point, pull back down, bounce substantially above that, fail again, and move lower. Now you've got a series of lower highs. This thing looks to me like it's breaking down. So what would I do with this? I would be looking to advance the stop, which you guys have seen. I've already done that. We had the stop that was way up here, and now we've advanced it way over here. So it's basically set 1 penny off of today's high. If we break out above that tomorrow, that's fine. Let it stop you out. But be looking for another entry opportunity on the short side. And I would look for that somewhere about here, basically finding resistance at that 50-day moving average. We'll keep an eye on it, but for now I want to stay on the bearish camp. I don't like what I'm seeing in the markets, especially the longer term charts, all showing us very bearish signals. I would be looking for a major market crash, taking out these lows that we've been bouncing on a couple times now, one and now two. The Russell 2000 Small Cap Index, the same overall story with the advancing of the stop. We took the stop that was up here and we've advanced it to the 1 cent above today's high way here. So we've actually locked in a really substantial gain there like that. And if we get stopped out, I'm going to again be looking for another short opportunity. Why? Well, number one, we haven't talked about this for a while. You've got this major shoulder formation here, head formation here, second formation of the shoulder here, moving down. This is the neckline. I think you're going to break this. You're going to close below that neckline, and then you're going to measure this distance out here and get an idea, do the math there, and subtract that number from the breakout point here, and you get an idea of how low she's going to go. It's a big move to the downside. Again, this chart is showing the supports that we've been bouncing off of here, here, here. These are going to break down, just like I showed you in the previous chart. Clean that up for a moment. As you guys know, we talked about this last weekend on the Friday's video. We've got major resistance at this level right here, and this resistance has been very strong and still maintaining. So any move that we have here that may stop us out of a short opportunity would just give us another opportunity to re-enter that short. We see a lot of resistance at this level, and we don't expect this to be going away anytime soon. The SPX, or the S&P 500 Large Cap Index, you could also look at the SPY. You'll notice right here, no hammer candlestick formation. You do have a spinning top, well, it's not actually at the top, so more of a doji formation here. But you've seen that before. This is not a true bottom. You can get a bounce out of it like you have seen in the past, but I wouldn't expect that bounce to be worth much. Basically, you've got the same overall story we've shown you on other charts. High point here, a lower high here, major wick out of the top here, shooting star formation, all sell signals. Again, pointing down, I think you're actually going to show that this right here is not a hammer formation that we talked about before. Neither is this, neither is this, neither is this. All of this is going to get taken out. We have advanced the stop that we had way up here, down to one set above today's high. If we get stopped out, we move higher. I'll be looking for another short opportunity. If you've not been to our free website at perfectstockalert.com, it's right there. It's 100% free, and all we ask in return, please refer a friend. And thank you guys for doing that. And you guys have been referring your friends, sharing our videos online. Our website has been growing exponentially. I appreciate that. All of our hard work gets rewarded when you guys actually do that. And the more we grow, the more we can provide for you, absolutely free. Okay? God bless. Take care, and just keep on keeping on. I'll see you all tomorrow. Please take a moment to review our disclaimer. The information provided herein is our opinion only. Under no circumstances do any statements here represent a recommendation to buy or sell securities or make any kind of an investment. You are responsible for your own due diligence. To summarize, we do not provide investment advice, nor do we make any claims or promises that any information here will lead to a profit, loss, or any other result. These videos are for educational purposes only.